This is the Lego Bionicle Protector of Fire. It was also my first ever Bionicle set I ever got, and today we will be giving it a huge upgrade, so make sure to be watching all the way until the end to see the final results. Alright, so for this build I will be using most of the pieces of the Protector of Fire. Pretty much mostly its limbs, the armor pieces, and of course the weapons. Alright, first up, let's start with his feet. So first, we will be using the original Protector of Fire's tiny feet and giving it an upgrade with this big skeleton one, which we will be connecting together for extra support and extra balance. Now that we just finished the feet, we can start building up with the legs. So first we'll start with this joint connection, which we will connect yet another limb to finish off the leg skeleton. Time to give our leg some armor. Now that we've officially finished our leg, we can add another duplicate. Now that we've finished both our legs, we can now get started with the torso. First up, I'll attach this ball joint piece to the torso to elevate our skeleton piece that we will add. I really like the fired red element to it, so I feel like it'll fit perfectly. I also chose this chest plate from the Skull Basher set of Lego Bionicle, and it should fit really well too because it's gray and I really like the pattern on it. Now that we are done the outline for the torso, we need to add something at the back for the arms because it needs to be elevated a little bit, and I also want to add a play feature or something that can move. We'll make it with these pieces. First, let's start adding these two connector pins from Lego Technic to this like T-shaped bar. Attaching two more Technic pins to our assembly will allow us to add a bar to it, and we'll be able to add some gears to make the arms move. Next, we will be adding a Technic rod into this pole that we will put in our assembly, and we will put two Technic pins on each end, and that will allow us to put some gears and put some levers with gears on them to be able to make the arms move and turn. Now let's attach our first gear on the middle rod and then our two other gears on each side. Now they will all be connected and it'll move together, and that's what we'll use to make the arms move. Alright, now to finish our assembly, we need to allow a connection for the arms. So I just added two red pieces that will allow us to attach some ball joints using these little red Technic pieces, and we'll be able to attach the arms later on, and then yeah, we'll have a working mechanism. To finish up the look of our little gearbox, we're going to add this round plate thing on the back to make it look cleaner, and this little piece and that other gray piece, and then we'll combine it with a gear so we'll be able to twist it from farther away, I guess, to not move the armor pieces, and it'll be easier to access too. Alright, so now let's connect it to our torso just on the back there. It's already looking pretty cool, and as you can see, the mechanism is working really well. Now that that is done, we can get started on the right arm. The right arm is looking pretty cool, but now it's time to get started on the left arm. Alright, our arm is done. Now we just need to get started with the hand, and we're going to be using a bionicle foot and some hook pieces that will put onto the foot, and those will be the fingers. And just the red neon color will fit the build perfectly. Next, we only need to make his thumb to complete the hand using small Technic pieces and this neon red kind of spike piece that will hook onto the foot. And there we have it. Our arm is done and it's looking pretty cool. We only need to attach it to the arm. Alright, so to connect that hand to the arm, I was thinking about building this little thing that will connect the hand to a ball joint. Then the hand will be able to connect to that, and it will also give it more flexibility to make cool poses and stuff. So it just works out really well. There's just a little space between the hand and the arm that's just not looking too good, so I decided to fill that up. We're going to be using this T-shaped bar and adding these two Lego Technic red pieces, and we'll combine that to a ball joint with a red Technic pin. Then we'll add it to our hand, and it's looking like a pretty nice filler, I guess. I also found some gold bananas that I wanted to add to the hand just for like some cool little detail. And yeah, I'd say the arm looks pretty awesome right now. It's gonna fit really well the build, and we're going to add this little shell just to add some detail to it, and two spikes on the other armor piece just to make it look even scarier, I guess. And now we have our left hand completed. Alright, now that basically everything is done, we can assemble it and see what it looks like for the moment. We still will probably add some stuff to it. So let's connect the feet or the legs and then the arms, and then we'll see what we need to do to make it look even better. This is what it's looking like right now. I definitely noticed we need to add some stuff to cover up some open areas, and we also have the back too that is just exposed that I do want to fill in, but I have a plan for that and we'll see if it looks good. This chest is kind of looking bland, so I want to add some things to the side to make it look better. So we'll be using these pieces right here. Alright, this definitely adds up to the chest, but I feel like we still need to add more on the upper area. To fill the upper area, we're going to build this little contraption using a T-bar and a wing piece, and then we'll put it on the armor, and it's going to stick upwards and it's gonna fill in some of the gaps. So let's connect it right here, and then we'll just have to mess with it, orient it different ways, see what works probably. Let's add another wing piece to the other armor, and it's already looking pretty cool, like it fills most of the gap. And yeah, we'll see what it looks with everything on. It's already looking super way better with the new wing pieces clearing some of the gaps. This is what it looks with the legs on, and it looks pretty cool, but there's still this area between the legs that it's too open. So I'm going to use this little joint piece and a bright neon red armor piece and put it right in the middle and combine it with the skeleton piece. That piece definitely filled some of the gap, but I feel like there's still some open area on the top part of the chest, so I want to add something, and I think I have just the idea. Let's attach our new assembly to fill in that tiny gap. That's definitely what we needed to add to the chest, but now that that is done, we can start working on that gap in the back, and I have just the piece that I will use. I will be using this dragon head from a bionicle set I got a long time ago and attach it to this arm and then clip the arm onto the back and see if it'll fit the gap or fill the gap. And yeah, let's see. It did fill out most of the gap, but there's still some space left that I want to put something to block. And I think I have just the assembly, so we will attach this golden piece to this robot arm or finger, and then we'll make 2 of those and then attach it to the head, and it should fill out the gap perfectly. So let's attach it to the head, and when both of them are going to be in, it should both clear most of the space, as you can see, and the nice golden touch. The golden accents are pretty cool, and yeah, I'd say it pretty much worked. Does the job great, and it filled most of the back. I really liked the idea of the dragon head, and it was really simple and easy, so I'm glad that did work. The final step is to attach its head to the body. So let's attach the head on the body and find its mask and then put it on. We're gonna see the final result, take some cool action shots, and show you guys at the end. So make sure to stay till the end to watch those. They're super epic, and just you wait and see.